Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. Um, hey, good morning, Karen. Good morning, John. Suda, we're ready to go. John, I picture that you're not actually doing yoga with us, but maybe today's the day. Maybe today. We are going to start. We don't need any equipment today, so it's just your body and a mat. Sure, Dan. A pillow and a blanket sounds perfect. You do what feels right to you today. Remember, I just think if we all come together, find the joy in this community, whatever that looks like for you, I support it. We're going to start with our feet about shoulder width apart, sliding our weight up onto the balls of the feet. So we lift the heels. Oh, yay, Melissa. Good morning. And you get to speak for yourself. You don't have to use Dave. That's fun. Slide onto the heels, lift the toes. So when you're coming into that position, we're trying to use that shift forward and back, come back up onto the balls of the feet to loosen up the muscle in the feet, muscles in the feet. Tomorrow, we'll roll those out a little bit. And then come back onto the heels one more time. Slide to the outside rim of the foot. So you pull the inside rim up and off the floor, and then reverse that. Come into the inside portion of the foot. Do that one more time. Roll out. And then roll in. Take your weight on all four quadrants so you feel the front, back, side to side connect to the mat. Soften your knees, exaggerate that bend forward. So we intentionally take that, again, into that drastic forward position, then flex your quads and pull your knees way back over the heels. Oh, Sudha, kind of. It's kind of gentle. And then send the knees right over the ankles, squeeze your glutes, press the hips forward. I wanted to say yes to that, but there is some element of discomfort today. Slide the hips back. Good morning, Akiko. I'm glad you're here. Send your hips to the right. So pay attention when your hips go one direction versus the other. Yeah, you guessed it, team. And switch other side. I'm getting really predictable, apparently, so I'm gonna have to change those up today. Keep it exciting. And then bring your hips center. We're gonna do that one more time. I want you to go right and see how far the hips shift this direction. If this is where you hold your briefcase, your bag, your children, your groceries, then you're going to be tight on this side and loose on this side. And then same thing, vice versa, switch. If this is the side you hold stuff, it'll be the same, tight here, loose here. So we're trying to move into that so we can create balance and even up that spinal, like an S going the way that we don't want it to go. Bring your hips center so your hips are right over the knees, right over your feet. Take your shoulders, roll your shoulders forward. So you're closing in, draw the chest tight, opening up the back. Yep, we will do a lot of Achilles stretching today. And then pull the shoulders open, lift the heart. Take that right ear to the right shoulder. And left ear to the left shoulder. And then bring your head center so your head is right over the shoulders, hips, knees, and feet. Take a deep breath in, arms come up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round your back, draw the hands down. Walk your hands forward. Nice stretch to the Achilles right there. Press your heels back. Low hover. High hover. Lift your right hand. You could set your knees down if you like. Set your right hand down. Now watch. Come into an inverted V and take your left hand to the right shin. Set your left hand down, slide back into your high hover. So from the side, here it goes. Low hover. High hover. Right arm comes up. Knees can be up or down. Try not to slouch here. We're lifting this up nice and tall. Send the right hand back down. Inverted V. Left hand, right shin. You should feel the deepening of the stretch in that right side. Left hand comes back down. Low hover. If my knees are down, it's here. High hover. Right arm up. Right arm down. Press back into that inverted V. Left hand, right shin. It's just reaching towards it. So for some, it won't go all the way back there. That's okay. And then back into that high hover. Low hover. High hover. Right arm up. Right arm down. Inverted V. Left hand, right shin. Deepening the stretch in that right side. Left hand back down, slide forward. Low hover. High hover. Right arm up. Reach that hand to the ceiling. Right hand down. Inverted V. Left hand to the right shin. Left hand comes back down, slide forward. Now this time, come down into a low hover, press your chest through, lay your thighs on the floor, flatten your feet and look up. Try not to scrunch the neck, so you pull up and out of that stretch. Lift the heart. Nice big deep breath in. Exhale, sink back into that child's pose stretch. Now in that position, flip your palms so that your hands are up. Feel the hips go heavy into the mat towards your heels. Inhale. Exhale, flip your hands. Slide back onto your hands and knees. Dig the toes into the mat. Lift back into that down dog, inverted V. Walk your hands back. Scoop your belly button in. Slowly roll yourselves all the way up. Squeeze your bottom, pull your navel to spine, set the shoulders down and back, and then do that again. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Now this time, listen, round your back, bend your left knee, right hand comes up. Set your right hand back down, roll all the way up, working on articulation of the spine. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders, hinge, almost simultaneous. Round your back, soften the right knee, lift your left hand up. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down. Slowly roll yourselves all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Almost simultaneous, draw the hands down, left knee bends, right hand up. Inhale, big deep breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down, slowly roll up. Stack your spine one vertebrae at a time. And deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders, hinge. Round your back, soften the right knee, left hand up. Inhale, big deep breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down. Slowly roll all the way up. Shoulders come back last. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, drop the shoulders, hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round the back. Bend the left knee, right hand up. Big deep breath in, listen. Exhale, take this right hand to your left hip if you can. Inhale. Exhale, bring that right hand down to the floor. Slowly roll yourselves all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, stack your shoulders, and again, deep breath in. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop the belly button in, round your back. Soften that Right knee, left hand comes up. Inhale. Exhale, if you can, bring that left hand to the right hip. Inhale. Exhale, bring that left hand back down to the mat. Relax the back of the head, cervical spine, and then slowly roll yourselves up one vertebrae at a time. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, stack the shoulders. Deep breath in, here we go. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Now we're gonna even up the other side. Round your back, draw the hands to the mat. Walk your hands forward. You can be on your knees here. Find what brings you joy. Low hover, high hover. Left hand comes up. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inverted V, down dog. Right hand comes over to your left shin. Bring that right hand back down. Low hover, high hover, left hand up, inhale, exhale, left hand comes back down, press back into your inverted V, down dog, right hand comes over to your left shin, bring that right hand back down, high hover, low hover, high hover, left arm up, inhale, exhale, left hand comes down, press back into that down dog, right hand to the left shin. Inhale, exhale, high hover. We have two more, friends. Low hover, high hover, left arm up, reach that to the ceiling, inhale, exhale, left hand comes down, press back into that inverted V, down dog, right hand, left shin, right hand comes back down, press back into that high hover, one more opportunity, low hover, high hover, left arm up, big inhale, exhale, left hand comes back down, press back, inverted V, right hand, left shin, right hand comes back down, high hover, low hover, press your chest through, lay your thighs down, flatten your feet, press out of the shoulders. Inhale, and just like before, as we exhale, we flip the palms and press back into that child's pose. Inhale, exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, slide forward so you're in your hand and knee position. Dig the toes into the floor. Lift the hips. Press back into that down dog, inverted V. Float your right leg up so that it's as far away from your left toes. So you pull your right toes and your left toes in opposition. Big deep breath in. Exhale, pull your right foot all the way through the center. So your right foot comes in between your hands. Then lift your body up, tap the left knee to the mat, and lift up. So we're trying to work on our range of motion. As we come down and lift up, we're squeezing that left glute. Thanks, Marnie. I thought it was fun too, but well, I think we like similar things. Might not be everybody's favorite, but it's a nice flow for the abs and shoulders for sure. Now, if we can, we're gonna come down, touch the mat with the knee, then lift up and kick that left leg forward. So we touch the knee to the mat, kick that leg forward. Touch the knee to the mat, kick that knee forward. Now that won't feel good for everybody. So you're assessing, does this range feel okay on the knee and on the hip? Then I lift, steady myself and extend. So we're working on the glutes as we come down, find our balance, and extend. Come down, find our balance, and extend. Now, if I wanted to come here without touching the knee down, that's perfect also. For 4, last 3, last 2, no, a little change. Last 1, you kick that left leg forward, take it out, take it forward, and then drop it down. So we come up, out, up, and drop. Your own pace, forward, side, forward, touch the knee to the mat. Forward, side, forward, and touch down. So in that position, with that movement, I want to find that control, that power to hold movement laterally and linear. So I come up, squeeze the outer glutes, and then drop down. Nice strong breath. You can go slower. You can go faster through your movement. Just find what feels strong and intentional through your body. 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now we'll hold that leg lift, and this time pause and circle your left foot. So you're tracing the circle. So when you think about that movement, you're tracing a circle across the room with your toes, and that's going to create work for the balancing leg. Reverse your circle. So the quadricep, the calf, the glute, the abs all have to work hard to balance against that circle. For 8, 7, stand nice and tall. 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. Now take your left foot, set it down, chair pose. So we're going to put that together. Hands come down, hopper walk back, hopper walk in, chair pose, stand tall, circle the foot, reverse, set it down, chair pose, hands to the mat, hopper walk in, chair pose, squeeze your behind, stand up, lift the leg and circle, and reverse. We're trying to lubricate the joints. Set that left foot down, chair pose, hands down, loosen it up, hopper walk back, hopper walk in, chair pose, squeeze your behind, lift that left leg, circle, and reverse. Left foot comes down, chair pose, pull your belly button in, hands down, hopper walk back, hopper walk in, chair pose, squeeze your behind, lift, circle. Really good balance challenge. Reverse. Set your left foot down, chair pose, hands to the mat, hopper walk back, hopper walk in, chair pose, squeeze your bottom, lift your leg, circle, reverse, set it down, chair pose, last set, hands down, hopper walk back, scoop the navel to spine, hopper walk in, chair pose, squeeze your glutes, lift the leg and circle, and reverse. Set that left foot down, chair pose, hands to the mat, hopper walk back, low hover, high hover, inverted V, float your right foot or your left foot as far away from your right foot as you can. So you're taking your left foot up to the ceiling, digging the right heel into the floor if you can. Inhale. Exhale, pull your left leg through. It lands right in between your 2 hands. Then you find your balance, set your right knee down, and then lift. Set it down and lift. Again, you're assessing what range of motion feels good for you. That can be lower, that can be higher, faster, slower, strong, intentional movement. Squeezing this right glute every time we come up. Nice and strong. Now you can stay where you are, or we come down, find our balance, and kick it. Come down, find our balance, and kick it. Trying to use strength and intention so there's an end to the movement. Pause, and then you come back. Come up, pause, and then come back. If your leg is longer, it's going to take you a little bit longer to get from position to position. Nice, steady breath. 2 more, and then we add that side. So again, as we're going into position, you have 2 where it's just straight in front. Now, come down, lift up, come side, lift up, and then tap down. Forward, side, forward, drop down. So your left glute is your powerhouse. You go after your gluteus maximus and medius when we go from that front to side to front. Strong and intentional with our breath. So when we're comfortable with the movement, then we can start to think about, is there a position through that movement that I hold my breath, or that I rush and inhale, or rush and exhale, and then try and smooth that breath. If we train ourselves to do that here, then when you're driving in a stressful situation, or if you're in somewhere where that breath comes into that rapid or sporadic breath pattern, your body will be trained to know how to settle that better for your brain, body, your soul. We have 1 more. Now hold it up. Just focus on that front, side, strong left glute. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, pulling the navel strong towards the spine, lift the heart tall, and then hold the leg in front and circle. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, moving through, it's as if you're stirring the leg in the hip socket, and then reverse. Circle in. So if you feel, depending on the flexibility in your feet, standing on one foot for a long period of time may not feel good, and you may want to do a few on one foot and a few on the other. Feel the freedom to break it up for what feels right for your body. Last 2 and 1. Set your right foot down, chair pose. Sink the hips, hollow the abs, hands come down, hopper walk back, hopper walk in, chair pose, squeeze the glutes, extend the hips, lift the right leg and circle, and reverse. Set your right foot down, chair pose, hands to the mat, hopper walk back, squeeze your bottom, hopper walk in, chair pose, extend the hips, lift your right leg. So again, when you do that, you find that balanced circle. Reverse. Set your right foot down, sink, chair pose. Hands come down, hopper walk back. Squeeze your bottom, press your hips back. Hopper walk in, chair pose, hip extension, right leg up, circle. Reverse. Right foot down, sink. Hands to the mat, hopper walk back. Hopper walk in, chair pose, hip extension, right leg up, circle. Reverse. Right foot down, sink. Hands to the mat, hopper walk back. Hopper walk in, chair pose, hip extension, right leg up, circle. And reverse. Right foot down, sink. Hands to the mat, hopper walk back. One more opportunity. Hopper walk in, chair pose. Hands up, right leg lift, circle. And reverse. Set your right foot down, chair pose. Hands down, hopper walk back. Low hover. High hover. Listen, take your right hand, touch the left hip. Right hand down, low hover. High hover, left hand, right hip. Left hand down. Your knees could be on the mat. That would look like this. Low hover. High hover. Hand to hip. Set it down and switch hand to hip. Set it down, low hover. High hover. Hand to hip. Abs are tight. Set it down. Switch hand to hip. Set it down. High hover comes into that low hover. Now high hover. Bring the hand across right hand to hip. Set it down, low hover. Simultaneous lift up. Left hand to hip. Low hover. Bring it up. Right hand to hip. Low hover. Bring it up. Left hand to hip. Two more. Low hover. Bring it up. Right hand, left hip. Low hover. High hover. Left hand, right hip. Low hover. Press through. Thighs are on the floor. Flatten the feet. Look up. As we sink back, we take the left hand underneath and look through underneath that right arm. Inhale. Exhale. Big deep breath in. Exhale, slide back, forward, extension. Hips get to open up. You can move around in your hips a little bit. Watch the shoulders push into the earth. Then sink back, that right arm comes underneath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, slide forward, extension. Now putting that together in a flow, you take a deep breath here, and then exhale, left hand underneath. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bring that right arm through. Inhale, slide forward. One more. Exhale, bring that left arm through. Inhale, slide forward. Press your hips. Exhale, right arm through. Inhale, slide forward. Now this time, dig your toes into the mat. Lift your hips. Press back into that inverted V. Slide back into that high hover. So from there, we just slide back, down dog, high hover. Now you can stay here, hinge back, high hover. I could set my knees down there if I wanted. Inverted V, down dog, high hover. Now when we come into that high hover, we're going to alternate a row. So you'll come back, down dog, slide forward, right hand to the right hip, set it down, down dog, high hover, left hand, left hip, set it down, push back, down dog, slide forward, right hand, right hip, My knees could be down if I wanted to set it down. Inverted V. High hover, left hand, left hip. Set it down. 2 more. Press back, down dog. Pressing into the heels. High hover, right hand, right hip. Tuck the abdominals strong. Set it down. Inverted V. High hover, left hand, left hip. Set it down. 1 more. Inverted V, down dog, tailbone to the ceiling. High hover, right hand, right hip. Set it down, down dog. Back to that high hover, left hand, left hip. Set it down, inverted V. Now from here, pull that right leg up and then let it spiral back over that left foot. So instead of holding it straight up, you open it out to the side, big deep breath in, and then exhale, pull your right leg through into pigeon. So you bring the right leg through, you press that left hip down, and then you can have your hands on the mat, you can have your elbows, you can come down onto your forehead. Move around in that stretch a little bit. So sometimes shifting from side to side with my hip feels good. Sometimes pressing into the left hip creates that tension, sometimes into the right. Inhale. As you exhale, release the stretch and stress and tension in the hip, the knee, and the ankle. Inhale. Exhale, push up off the hands. You're going to come around onto your right glute, and then like we've been practicing, bring your left foot on top of the right. So you come into that cross-legged again. For some, this is going to be where you want to land. For some, it's here today. And then for some, you'll be able to prop your right foot or your left foot on top of your right thigh. And then that right foot's on bottom. And we're trying eventually to get this distance smaller. Some of you will be naturally more limber. Some of you are less tight and bound up. In that, you'll notice to get into position, sometimes we're leaning or shifting a little bit into this right hip. See if you can press and let go and lean into your left hip a little bit. So you're anchoring both sides of the hips. The arms come out to the side and small little pulses back. Keeping the navel drawn tight towards the spine. The heart is lifted. So in this position, it's going to want to bring the spine rounded. We want to come into neutral so that we're not flexing the spine, but we're keeping it lifted tall. For 4, 3, last 2. Now circle the arms for 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2. Now watch the hands pull, rotate, and press. So my palms come forward, and back. I'm taking the arm and I'm just rotating it in the shoulder socket. So I don't want this to come forward. This stays lifted, and it's just the arm moving forward and back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, conscientious of our breath, last 2, and 1. Now take the arm center, open right to left. So you pull the left arm back, rotate, right arm back, rotate. So the arm that's not moving stays pretty in line with the sternum, and then we pull the other one back and behind as far as our spine will allow, loosening up that rotation. for 8, 7, tuck the abdominals in, 6, last 5, 4, so if you can go a little bit bigger, last 2, and 1. From there, take the arms in front, palms underhand, and crisscross. So we want to lengthen out, reach the arm long, and then pull the shoulders back. So if you were up against a wall, you would imprint your shoulders back into that wall, then reach as long as you can away from that wall and crisscross for 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, slow your breath. Last 1, now reach the arms up and swim. Try and press your left hip down into the mat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. From there, bring the hands behind, press the heart open, big deep breath in. When we press here, exhale and aim your left knee down. So you're applying a little tension and pressure down with that left knee. Inhale, exhale, see if you can hover the hip just a little bit. So you're using the weight of the hands right here to lift your bottom. Set it down, crawl forward. That's going to look different for everybody. That could be here. It could be fingertips on the mat. It could be your hands come forward on the mat. You could bring your elbows all the way forward. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale, push up so that you come back upright. Take that left leg wide to the side so that left leg opens, and then bring your body, twist towards it, and bring your body over to that left foot. So you can apply pressure on the ball of the foot towards your shin to create a lengthening through the Achilles. You could bow your head down towards that left leg. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, nice big deep breath in. As you exhale, crawl your hands back. You're going to lay all the way down onto your mat and then tuck one leg at a time into that single leg stretch. So the head can be down, the head can be lifted. Our goal is that we're extending this leg. Flex your quad, send it out. Flex your quad, send it out. Now from there, you can stay or bring a leg that comes in straight. So as you're coming into that nice and strong, I love it. Last 8, 7, pull your belly button in. 6, who knew we would miss high fives so much? Who knew, Dave? Missing hugs, missing high fives. Last 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Now listen, take the legs, extend, the hands can be behind the head, small little kicks. So again, I could have my head down, I could have my knees bent, my feet could go straight to the ceiling or extended for 8. And the next move is a little bit different. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now a little bit of a brain challenge. Bring the right foot to the left knee and switch. So as you bring the foot to the knee, open up the knee of the leg that has the toe to the knee. So you open it up, so instead of the knee being forward, you open it up so your feet are turned out. So you have that external rotation through the hip, tuck the abdominals in nice and tight, reach out. Now from there, so I'll go this angle just so you can see the contrast. We're gonna reach out, pause, lift, down, and switch. Lift, down, and switch. Lift, down, and switch. Lift, down, and switch. Any version of that is perfect. So again, if that combination of movement doesn't feel good, I can continue just with the foot to knee, foot to knee, foot to knee. You find what serves you. Long hamstring to lift up. So we're opening up the hip while we come into that. Scoop the navel to spine. Inner thighs working hard. See if you can draw the ribs towards your hip just a little stronger. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Now with the legs extended, crisscross. So you have that same strong extension. I can have my head up. I can have my head down. I could bend the knees. I could have the toes straight to the ceiling. All of those positions have really good value in different ways. So our goal isn't to always try and figure out what the hardest move is, because all of them work in different muscle contractions and will give us a different benefit. So some days I may want to press my head down into the mat. Some days I might want to flex at the quadricep and do the movement from a bent knee to get a different contraction. So just play around with the movement for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now set your feet down. Your heels are lifted. Lift the hips into that hip extension. Squeeze your behind. Bring your hands underneath your glutes. Lift your right foot. Set it down. Lift your left foot. Set it down. Now, some options. I could not use the hands underneath. I could set my hips down and do the leg extension with my hips grounded. I could set my heels down onto the mat if that releve position doesn't feel good. For 8, 7, try and keep your hips really still. So when you're doing that lift and transfer, you're using strong glutes and strong abs to keep your body from doing any side-to-side shifting. Last 2. Last 1. After that last one, remove the hands, squeeze the glutes and abs, roll down, tuck like a ball, bring the chin and the knees towards each other here, and then go wide. So your hands and your legs are out wide, tuck in and go wide. Now I can do all of that with my head down. I could choose to tuck and then only do one leg out, tuck and one leg out. Listen to what's best for your back. So that goal is that your hands are drawing as far away from the toes as you can. Reach, tuck like a ball, reach, scoop the navel to spine, tuck, and reach. Extension, that nice long length of the arms and the legs for 4, 3, 2, now hold it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, Ribs are down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in, set your head down. Knees drop to the right. Look over your left shoulder. When you're in that spinal twist, your body's going to try and grip strong. Relax your hip. Relax your ribs. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, tighten your abs. Pull the knees back to center. Tuck like a ball. Reach into that X. Hold. 8. Press the tailbone down. Hollow the abs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come in. Knees drop to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Relax the hip, the knee, the ribs, the shoulder. Let the gravity load draw the body deeper into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, bring the knees back to center. One more time, tuck like a ball. Scoop the navel to spine. Now reach out into that extra. Hollow your abs. Pull the shoulder blades off the mat for 4, 3, lift, lift, lift. 2, and 1. Tuck like a ball. Roll yourselves up. Turn over onto your hands and knees. Dig the toes into the floor. Lift the tailbone. Inverted V. Down dog. High hover. Low hover. High hover. Right knee, left elbow. Set it down. Low hover. High hover. Left knee, right elbow. Set it down. Low hover. High hover, right knee, left elbow. Set it down, low hover, high hover, left knee, right elbow. Set it down, low hover, so strong. High hover, one more time, right knee, left elbow. Set it down, low hover, high hover, left knee, right elbow. Set it down, low hover, high hover, hopper walk in, chair pose. Hands down, hopper walk back, low hover, high hover, hopper walk in, chair pose. 3 more. Hands down. Hopper walk back. Low hover. High hover. Hopper walk in. Chair pose. Scoop and hollow the abs. Hands down. Hopper walk back. Low hover. High hover. Hopper walk in. Chair pose. Hands down. That increases the blood flow just a little bit. Hopper walk back. Low hover. High hover. Hopper walk in. Chair pose. Now, hands down. Hopper walk back. Low hover. High hover. Inverted V, press back. Float your left leg up. Spiral it behind. Breathe into that stretch. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big deep breath in. And then exhale. Pull your left leg through into pigeon. Press back into that hip. Move around in that hip a little bit. Once again, you can stay upright. You can come down onto your elbows. You can come down onto your forehead. Every time you exhale, release the tension in the hip, the knee, the ankle. Big, deep breath in. Exhale, let go. Whatever you can release, again, whether that's frustration, irritation, guilt, any stress that you can let go of, release it. And then push into the hands, lift the heart, rock onto that left glute, that left hip, and then bring your right foot so it's on top of the left thigh. Now again, one side is going to feel a little bit different than the other. If you felt good in that position on the other side, but you don't on this side, listen to that and change the position of this right leg till you find something that feels good. You move around in your hips, and we want to try and make sure that that right hip can come down, whether that right leg is straight, somewhat in front of that left leg, or on top. You pick that position, then move around so that you can balance on your sits bones, so you feel two masses connected to the floor, pressing a little bit heavier into the right if you can, and then pulse the arms back. Tucking the abdominals in nice and strong, lifting the heart. In this position, the body wants to scrunch because we've tightened up the legs so much that they've created that line, and then the spine flexes because the hamstrings are so tight, and the hamstrings are pulling on the glutes, and then the glutes pull on the muscles that attach into the spine. So we're trying to stretch and lengthen that just by sitting up tall. For 4. Last 3, 2, and then circle the arms back nice and strong. While you're working through the arms, you can move around, play with that, lean in a little, lean over a little, find where you can work into that stretch and be productive. Slow your breath. For 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Now pull and press, pull and press. Keep the abdominals tucked, navel to spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, feel this leg releasing as it drops down towards that left foot, and then bring the arms in front and crisscross. Drawing those shoulder blades back and then reaching your fingertips forward. Every exhale, we're letting go. Let go of the stress in the hip, the knee, the ankle. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, and then circle the arms back for 8, 7, reach those fingertips as far to the outer walls as you can. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the arms center and alternate that rotation right to left. So again, you have one arm staying steady in the center, and then the other one pulls back behind you. See how big you can go into that rotation, right to left. Compare how far you can come back on one side versus the other, and what it looked like on the other foot crossover versus the left underneath. For 4, 3, Tuck your abdominals in. Last 2. Last 1. From there, bring the hands behind. Press your chest forward. So you use this power into the floor to rock forward with your weight, and if you can, lift your butt up. Inhale. Exhale, set your hips down. Crawl forward if you can. Inhale. Exhale. One more big deep breath. Exhale. Walk your hands back up. Take this right leg. You're now going to take the right leg so that it comes out to the side. Lengthen it. Press into the hips so we're not slouching and tucking under. And then from there, walk forward so you can create tension on the foot if you want. You can bow your head towards this right leg. 2 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back. Bring your knees so that you're back into that hand and knee position. Dig the toes into the floor. Lift up into that inverted V. Lengthen the back of the legs. Tread your feet. So it should feel good to lengthen out the knees after that cross-legged seating position. For 4, 3, 2, hollow your abs. Last 1. And high hover. Right knee, right elbow. Set your right foot down, low hover. High hover, hopper walk in. Chair pose, last of our series. Hands down. Hopper walk back. Left knee, left elbow. Set it down, low hover. High hover. Hopper walk in. Chair pose, scoop the navel to spine. Hands down. Hopper walk out. Right knee, right elbow. Set it down, low hover. High hover. Hopper walk in. Chair pose. 1 more, hands down. Hopper walk back, low hover. Bonus, high hover. Pull that left knee, left elbow. Set it down, low hover. High hover. Hopper walk in. Chair pose. Hands down. Hopper walk back. Low hover. High hover. Low hover. High hover. 3 more. Low hover. High hover. Low hover. 2 more, friends. High hover. Low hover, so strong. High hover. Inverted V. Float your right leg. Pull your right leg through. Set your left knee down. Turn your right toes out. Lean into that floor, into that right leg and towards the floor. So you allow this foot to turn out and then you allow the knee to follow over that. And then you can bring your elbows down if you like. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, come up onto your hands. Now listen, take this right foot, center it so you square it up, and then take the body, lift it. Your arms can come up. Your right arm can stay up. Your left hand can come around. So my options could be here. My goal is to not be back here. So we lunge into that right leg. Arms are either here, 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 lengthening through the obliques, or I could pick up that back foot. So again, when I choose that, if I get more of a stretch coming back into that, then that's great. If I feel like creating that bind with that foot gives me a deeper quadricep stretch and that's what I need, then go there. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, release the foot, hands come down. Lift that left knee, step back, high hover, low hover, high hover, inverted V, down dog. Left foot comes up. Left foot pulls through. Your left toes, set your right knee down first and then turn the left toes. So now the left toes are pointed to that left wall. The knee follows. And then you can stay here upright. You can come down onto your elbows. Move around a little bit in that stretch. Press into this left knee. And then breathe. 2 nice big deep breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, push into your hands, square up your left foot. So now the left foot is straight in front. Lift your body, find your balance. Lean into this front leg, into the left leg. Arms come up, you could stay there. Right hand could come down. Right hand could pick up that right foot. You pick what gives you a better stretch. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Lean into that left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands come back down. Release that right foot. Dig your right toes into the floor. Lift the right knee. Step your left leg back. Lay yourself down on the floor. Bring the hands so that the hands are underneath. They're stacked. They're underneath the forehead. Move around a little bit in your hips. And then center your body. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hands, extend the spine, squeeze your bottom. Inhale, come down. Exhale, strong back, lift the head. Inhale, just one more time. Exhale, peel up. Squeeze your glutes, pull the abs in. And then inhale, come down, slide your hands to the shoulders. Sink back into a child's pose stretch. Inhale. Exhale, release whatever you can let go of. Slide forward into your hand-to-knee position. Dig your toes into the mat, lift your hips, press back. Walk your hands back. Relax the head, the neck, the shoulders, muscles in your face and your jaw. Inhale. Exhale, roll yourselves up one vertebrae at a time, just like the warm-up. Stack the shoulders right over your hips. And then real quick, deep breath in. Exhale, hinge. Scoop the belly, round it. Before you walk away from your mat, think about what you can let go of today. Whether that's stress, whether that's anxiety, fear. Let go of what you don't need. And then roll yourselves up with intention. Squeeze your bottom. Pull your belly button in. Lift the heart. Take a deep breath in. Arms up. And exhale. One more. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Give yourselves a hand. Good work today, you guys. Thank you so much for showing up today, for coming to the mat with me. Aw, hey, Dari. I really appreciate, I know that weekends, there's a lot competing for your time, and it's a beautiful day. So the fact that we all got to meet together before you got about your busy day, I really appreciate that. Just remember, like always, we're in this together. I hope you feel loved and I hope you feel supported. Remember that all of the things that if you're reading something or watching something and your stress levels are going up, it's time to hit stop, refresh, and find something that fills you up. Find a fountain, not a drain. So anything that's raising our anxiety right now, we just have to really watch what we feed ourselves with. So I appreciate you being part of what feeds me with love and joy, and hopefully we can all take that in and then launch ourselves out into the world and go spread that with the rest of the world. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. I will see you tomorrow. And Sudha, tomorrow will be just relaxing. So there you have it. Have a great day.